Hey guys, so I'm at the NBA All-Star Weekend in Orlando, Florida. Now you may ask, what does Orlando, Florida, and the NBA All-Star Weekend have to do with Hollywood? Actually, everything. This is the one sports event that we know of, I mean, even better than the Super Bowl, that really brings Hollywood, entertainment, and sports together. I just got a chance to talk to Michael Rappaport. You'll see that in just a second. In this show this week, pretty good show. We got the red carpet for Think Like a Man based on Steve Harvey's new book. We got an instant movie review of John Carter and some just amazing behind the scenes things. I don't know who else we're going to get. We're going to talk to some of the players, talk to some of the actors that are here. When we come back, we got some amazing things happening on the show. Check it out. That's me talking to director Guy Ritchie before our interview. Pretty cool, huh? You know what's really cool? It's how I got here. Like most kids, I found my heroes in the movies. My dad took us to drive-in theater every Friday. It was there that I found the best and the worst that Hollywood had to offer. My first date was in a movie theater. When I grew up and work sucked, you could find me in a matinee recharging my batteries. Then one day I decided to create a website, I See Places, to write about movies. Tech grew and cameras went from this to this, and we started filming the instant movie review. That's when a guardian angel took notice and invited me to stop talking about movies and start talking to the people that make them. And that's how I ended up here in the movie capital of the world. I'm Steve Samblis, and this is my show. Welcome to I See Places Hollywood. With Michael Rappaport. Michael, what is it about NBA All-Star Weekend brings Hollywood together, brings sports together? What is this all about, bro?
I think it's the love of NBA. It's a love of sports. It's a lot of fun this weekend. It's for the fans and for the kids, and I'm always enjoying it.
Now, you got your whole family here with you too, right?
Yeah, I always bring my kids down. If my kids didn't want to come, I wouldn't be here.
Seriously?
Yeah, I only come for my kids.
So you're a good dad then, right?
I try to be.
Well, what are you looking forward to in this game tonight, man? Because we got a lot going on tonight. We're in Orlando.
I'm looking for a little hustle. I'm looking for Dwight Howard to really, impose himself on the game, and hopefully that'll keep him in Orlando. I think it'll be the best thing for the team and for the NBA.
Orlando's got their fingers crossed that Dwight stays. He's got big campaigns around that.
I hope he stays. I think it's good for the league.
What's your team this year? Who are you following?
I'm a Knicks fan, diehard Knicks fan.
Okay.
For better or for worse.
Listen, I know you're busy. I'm going to let you go, brother, but thank you so much for talking. I really appreciate it.
Man.
Thank you, Michael. Hey, guys, so we're on the red carpet of Think Like a Man. It's based on Steve Harvey's book, where basically Steve Harvey becomes the enemy, where these girls take his book and use it against us fellas. So it should be pretty good. Actually, we're waiting for the talent to arrive, and we'll be back in just a second.
Jay, you're losing the games for us. You're not even using the picks.
You shot 1 for 27.
I'm not the one that's not coming off the picks.
Y'all done here? We want to play some full court.
Oh yeah, we're good.
No, we're not. Y'all want the court, you play for the court. That's what real men do.
So y'all want to play for it?
Am I stuttering? You're not gonna punk us.
I'm not serious.
I am serious. People come in here and they think they got us. They don't have nothing.
What's up, brother?
How are you, sir?
I just got one thing to say. MVP.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, dude.
Exciting times with me. Exciting times.
That made the NBA All-Star Weekend so far. You did it.
Yes, well, I've slept with the trophy, so if it helps any, I've taken it very serious.
I thought you'd be bringing it with you. I was all disappointed.
It'll be with me tonight at the dunk contest, three-point contest. I'll have it courtside with me. People need to know what happened. If you missed it, you need to know.
Oh, they all want to talk. Oh, they want to take pictures with you. Everybody's over. Dude,
It's the MVP right here, man.
that's right.
MVP.
We're going to see the trophy tonight. So listen, this movie, I love the way you guys shot it so organically. You guys got together and went way outside the script, didn't you?
Yes, we did. I mean, the good thing about Tim's story, he allowed me to improv. He allowed me to do what I felt was cool in certain scenes. And, sometimes a comedian, that's when you get the best out of him. When you allow us to create what we feel like could help us see. And the good thing about Tim's story is he didn't mind that. And the actors were so great. Everybody fed off one another. We had an amazing time on the set. We look forward to going to work every day, and we made a great project at the end of the day.
It's all about the people you're doing stuff with. It makes the biggest difference. What is the worst dating advice your friends ever gave you?
Worst dating advice that I was ever given was listen to a female. That was the worst. To sit through all that conversation is probably the worst thing you can ever do in your life. Other than that, dude, nothing bad. My dating life is not crazy. It never has been.
And then lastly, you being a comedian, you got a unique advantage. Well, but what do you think? But when you're not right, what was the worst line you ever brought to a girl? Do you think?
Worst line? Mine's is I'm much taller on a Tuesday. That's my line. That's actually my line.
Until you understand the mindset of a man, you are never going to win in the game of love.
Act like a lady, but think like a man.
Now one book is changing the game.
Good, man. Now, did you read the book before you did the movie?
Absolutely. I had read it before I even got the script because Steve Harvey is one of my frat brothers and I wanted to support him. So I read it a long time ago.
Talk to me about what's going on with you, man, because you are really coming up now. You know, the TV show, but then this movie, it just seems like it's going to be a springboard. Are you feeling that?
I hope so. That's the goal is you know, everything you try to build upon and try to use everything as an outlet to do something else. So, you know, hopefully it'll do big things for me.
Young man like you, what is you have a core belief in success. What is your belief that can make you successful?
Just to never give up and stay persistent and keep God first.
And then lastly, you're just doing that movie with. What did you take away from that?
It's very sad. It's just to value life and never take things for granted. I saw her on set so many times and never even asked for a picture, and now I wish that I had that memorabilia just because I'm a fan of hers. In addition to having worked with her, so I just never to take any moment for granted. She was an amazing person, an amazing soul, and she'll be missed.
It changed you, didn't it?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Brother, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Mom, what is this? It's the new read from my book club. Family Feud, Steve Harvey? He doing something to the bus like that?
This man is a traitor. They know all of our maneuvers. This is war, gentlemen. We use his words to get what we want.
Hey, Mike, how old is your mom?
What?
I'm not saying it like that. I am. It's like that. Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour.
Hey, how are you?
My partner, Sean Edwards, interviewed you for Good Deeds.
Yes.
You are having a big year.
It's been nice. I'm having a good, winter, spring.
Right. I mean, the Essence cover going on. Got to moving around over here. So you got the Essence cover happening. This movie here, Tyler Perry movie. Did you read this book before you did the movie?
We did. I think all of us who did the movie read it before. But I think it's great advice.
What is the worst pickup line you've ever heard?
Why are you standing there like a jet beauty of the week?
Oh no,
it's probably the worst I've ever heard.
That didn't work at all.
Not at all.
And how about your girlfriends? What's the worst dating advice they've ever given you?
Okay, and tomorrow's
probably the worst dating advice.
Well,
you should just give it up on the first date. Why wait? You know what I mean? Get it out of the way. Don't waste time. If you want to know what he's working with, immediately. I have not followed that. I did okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing just fine.
I do okay.
Obviously a big Heat fan. You got to be contractually a Heat fan, obviously.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about All-Star Weekend being so? Are you staying in Miami or LA right now?
I live in both. Yeah.
So you were at All-Star Weekend last year, right?
Yeah, last few years.
It's a little different now, isn't it?
In LA versus Orlando?
Yeah.
Well, so far the traffic here, everyone complains about LA traffic, but I would venture to say Orlando traffic has been way worse.
Well, all streets are like 2 lanes here. That's why.
Well, yeah, and I'd like to say that we got through LA All-Star without a bomb threat. So already we were doing a little bit better. Yeah.
What should people expect from this movie?
To have a good time, to laugh. That little man over there is going to keep you in stitches, and hopefully we'll break your heart and inspire you to love a little bit better.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Gary.
What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
How you doing?
Good, man. So, did you read the book?
No, there wasn't enough pictures.
Is that? You like the cartoony books, right?
I read the cover.
The jacket. You read the jacket on it, right?
Yeah.
Listen, you guys were playing ball all through when you were shooting these movies. You're taller than I am.
Yeah.
And I know Kevin. All right.
Yeah.
So that just ain't fair.
Yeah. I didn't have to guard Kevin. We paired it up. We put the tallest guy with the shortest guy.
All right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I was Big Country down there. Remember Big Country, Oklahoma State, Brian Reeves?
Right.
That's what I get my game after.
Nice.
Big Country. Not jumping real high, but I'll elbow you out the way.
Now, in this movie, being a comedian, the dozens is just something that's natural to your body. I mean, that's in your brain, right? But they're bagging on you through the entire movie.
Yeah.
And you had to kind of keep inside of that. How'd you do that, man? I mean,
that was the hardest part.
Did you ever break out and just?
No. But if you really watch the movie, I get a couple zingers in on the low. Like I'm one of them guys. Like, did he just say what I thought he said? You know what I mean? But I got intent. The good thing about Tim's story, the director, is he let us go. And even if we did the script the way they wanted us to, but I'd always get in his ear and be like, Tim, I got something, man. Let me just get one off. And then when it got to editing, Tim would call me and be like, dude, that worked. I said, I told you it don't work. I'm a comedian.
See, this is the thing. You had such good actors in this movie. I bet you everybody was given input.
Yeah.
So
well, you know, the best part about it was every day, if we all had to sing, all 6 of us was together, we'd sit down and we'd all sit down together and figure out what worked with our character, because the characters evolved as you shoot.
Okay.
So we'd all be like, even if somebody had a line, like I remember a couple times Mike had a line, and he'd be like, Mike goes, I wouldn't say that. And sometimes I had a line like, I wouldn't say that the way my character is now. And then we just switch lines or we drop it. But it worked.
I was talking to Guy Ritchie, and his process was he has a script, right? But then they would tear it apart every day. Sounds like the same thing you guys did.
Very basically what we did.
Very much.
Especially if Tim and Will and Screen, they hired, especially with me and Kevin, you hire comedians to trust their instincts because we're out there in the trenches.
Right.
And they did, pretty much.
What are people going to expect from this movie? What can we expect?
You know what, the movie is just, it's real life. Like, there's nothing, this stuff could really happen. It does happen every day. There's no dramatic, there's no, somebody has to have a disease, somebody has to die. Nobody's getting abused. It's just people going through their day-to-day lives looking for love and how, you know, they all go about it different.
This is cool. Have you seen the movie yet?
I have. I'm happy with it.
All right. If you're happy with it, we're going to love it.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. You guys have a good time.
Thanks.
Good to see you, man. So you must be loving this All-Star Weekend because you're close to home. You don't have to even travel hard.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about it this year. I get to just drive right down the street.
That's very cool. What's this NBA season like being so compact for you? How is it different this year?
You know, we're always playing. We're always playing. I mean, every time we look up, people ask me, where were you when this happened? What were you doing yesterday? I say, playing a basketball game.
More than ever.
Yeah, you know, there have been many more games than practices, a lot less practice time, and you have to catch up on the fly.
Does that mean that that you people have been in the league for a while? You got to kind of bring up everybody with you because you're not on the court with them. On the court, you got to teach the other guys, right?
Well, yeah, I think this was a big year for kind of taking guys under your wing and kind of showing them the ropes. If there were new guys with your organization or just new guys to the league, you kind of just this year you really have to be more of a voice and kind of talk them through everything and understand that people are going to make a lot of mistakes.
You got to be mentally more strong this year, I would guess, right?
A lot more.
Now, lastly, it's Oscar season. Oscars tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are you feeling for Best Picture?
Man, you know, I saw the nominees. I haven't seen all the movies. I haven't checked out the artists yet, but I hear that's
interesting.
I hear that's a pretty solid film.
It's a bold film.
Yeah.
You know, because being a silent movie, being black and white, done by a French director.
I didn't know it was silent.
Yeah.
I thought they were just joking.
No, it wasn't. and lastly, what you got on your DVR? Because you travel a lot. You don't get to watch any live TV. What you got on your DVR?
Man, you know what? I think I'm caught up on a couple of shows that I watch, but you know, it's kind of weird. I watch a good, not a good friend of mine, but I know him a little bit. Bill Maher. I watch the Colbert Report, and I watch all the political satire shows. It keeps me kind of up to date on everything in a comical way. Yeah.
You might be 2 weeks late, but you're right.
Yeah, you know, it's all good. You'll catch up.
Thanks, brother. Enjoy this weekend, man.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Only women I want to talk to tonight are dancing naked down at the Butt Factory. I need to be held. I need you to rub my back. Put me in my onesie. Whatever you need to do, baby, I'm yours.
Yes, I can. Down, better leave. I wonder what this plan. Pull me, grab me, grabs in the bucket game.
I have to show I'm a guy with potential.
Sweet. Where to? Damn, look how small your skirt is. Woo!
Think like a man.
So there you have it. That was the red carpet of Think Like a Man. Pretty cool, actually. Here at All-Star Weekend in Orlando, that was a lot of fun. We got most of the actors from the movie. And by the way, coming up next on I See Places Hollywood after the break, Brad Damon and I give you our instant movie review of Disney's John Carter. See you in a minute.
One movie, two critics in the parking lot. Instant movie review.
Hey, I'm Steve Sambos.
And I'm Bradley Damon.
And this is our I See Places instant movie review of John Carter of Mars.
I have no clue.
John, you didn't really stay a lot.
I didn't really like it a lot.
If I needed a word to describe what you did not stay in the theater would be the word.
Well, I actually kind of like sat there for a little bit and then I left. So, I mean,
tell us more.
Well, here's the deal. John Carter, I mean, it's a great little idea and stuff like that. The graphics are cool. I mean, I think that sometimes
The
movies
graphics are cool.
No, what I'm saying is
It
that
was a $250 million movie. The graphics were, I'm spitting Doritos on you. And the graphics, that one of yours, by the way.
The thing is that sometimes I think movies are concentrating too much on the special effects and less on
the storyline or the acting?
story or the acting or the actual, you know what I mean? They're like, let's make a movie where aliens could look good with real people and therefore we won't need to worry about anything else. But you really do.
You're doing a good job, just keep going.
You really need to worry about something else because my problem is I walked out because, first of all, all right, a hot chick and a hot guy don't always connect
so you thought,
an alien world.
So you thought he was hot?
Well, I'm just saying.
Listen, here's the deal. Okay. Blah. Okay, I understand why you walked out because it was hard to follow.
It wasn't hard to follow. It was dumb to follow. It was like boring. It was like, when is John Carter gonna do anything? It was like, this relationship. First of all, if I was the only guy and that was the only girl on a planet, I would be like not kidding. I'd be doing her. You know what I mean? He's like walking around like starting arguments and stuff. I'm like, forget about it. You're not starting arguments. You're like, come on.
Throwing chips now, are we? Well, listen. Here's the thing. It was a Disney movie. They spent $250 million.
I can't believe it's a Disney movie.
And it wasn't great. It wasn't good.
It wasn't even like remotely possibly good.
So we're gonna rate it. We're gonna rate the movie.
Why even bother?
1 to 5. 1 being kill yourself rather than watch it, and 5 being you're just jubilating because it's so good.
Got the hell out. 5 being.
Yeah.
Boy, this is so good. I can't leave to get drunk.
All right, so we'll rate it. We'll rate the movie. We'll rate the movie. So we'll rate the movie. I'm gonna give it a 1.
I wish I could give it that much.
All right, so we're gonna give it a 1, and that means I'm Steve Samlis.
And I'm Bradley Damon.
And we're gonna show the trailer.
Oh, what?
Let's show the trailer.
Wait,
Yeah, okay.
Fantastic.
So show the trailer, and we'll see them after the next alien adventure, I guess. I'm gonna go eat my Doritos. That's what I'm gonna do.
Mr. Burroughs, I'm afraid I bring sad tidings.
Your uncle's passing came as a shock to all of us.
My body is a cage that keeps me from dancing with the one I love.
Our world is dying. Fate has brought you here, John Carter.
My mind holds the key.
You may be the only one who can save us.
Reverend, this is Ren McCormick.
We are so happy to have you with us. I think you're gonna love Beaumont.
People give you crap about that tie yet?
Nah, but the day just started.
Public dance is against the law if you're under 18 in Beaumont.
Are you kidding? What do people do here? Just hang out?
Yeah, and other stuff.
I don't want you to see that boy again.
Why?
Because I've heard he's trouble.
Lord is testing us.
And it seems to have started when Ren McCormick came to town.
My name is Ren McCormick, and I want to move on behalf of most of the senior class of Beaumont High that the law against public dancing within the town limits of Beaumont be abolished. I know you gotta do what you gotta do, but that ain't gonna stop it from happening.
Help me with the writing thing, Craig. Because,
Sure.
Yeah, because that, we had talked about this before, that you technically took the script and the old writer is attached to it, but how does that work exactly?
What it was is Dean Pitchford wrote the original screenplay to Footloose, and that was about 27, 28 years ago. And so when the studio decided to remake it, they have the right to get any writer they want to do it. And they started doing that. They got a lot of writers to completely throw out the original script. When I came onto the project, I was like, man, that first movie was pretty damn good. Why don't we do the script that was based on? Let's get the original, and I'll just change a few things and maybe restructure it. So in restructuring it and rewriting it, Dean Pitchford became one of the co-writers because he wrote a lot which ended up in the movie from the original. So that's how we share screen credit on it. But even though he wasn't there writing it with me, I kind of felt like he was. We've become very good friends. He's been very supportive to me throughout this whole thing, and I really love the guy.
There's a signature look to your films, and Black Snake Bone, Hustle and Flow. The first scene in Footloose, that first thing that happens,
right?
I just felt like you nailed your signature down.
Oh, thank you. Is that we start obviously with the dancing feet, and there's dancing feet in the original Footloose, but I saw crushed solo cups with half filled with beer and kegs, and I've been to a few of those parties where I've seen that kind of dancing. But I think that following those teenagers into the car, following them to the moment where they have that horrible wreck, was something that was both different from Footloose and then 100% Footloose. Because a lot of people who saw the original, they were like, what's this? And then they remembered, oh yeah, that's right, there was a really bad car wreck. And then it was about an hour into the movie, you find out that the Reverend's son was actually driving the car.
Tell me about casting Ren.
Yeah.
How did that happen? This guy is great, by the way.
I think he's great, and I think that it really speaks not only to his talent, but also to him as a man, that he's able to do this and at the same time deal with that big Kevin Bacon cloud over him. Kevin Bacon did a fantastic job in that movie. It launched his career, and for us, we decided that we wanted to go with a complete unknown, somebody new and somebody fresh, just like I felt Kevin was back in the day. And we looked everywhere, Australia and London and all over America, and more, just Kenny began to rise up to the top of the list. He was just authentic and earnest. I just believed him every time he spoke.
He was a great actor, and the movie is amazing.
Oh,
Craig,
good.
Thank
Good.
you so much.
Thank
by the
you.
way.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, man.
When we filmed the prom scene, I put on the red jacket and the song came on. That's when it all came to life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
We replicated some of the exact steps from it, just, the iconic steps that people will love to see again. You can't even explain how it really feels. It's amazing. And it really sunk in that, we're doing this.
Seeing this number be bigger and better
Whoa, and it keeps on going.
and larger in energy and excitement was thrilling.
When we shot that finale, it's as fun as anything I've ever been part of.
You can kind of feel the camaraderie. And they all kind of went into battle together.
I think we really did a good job here.
Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut
I'm like super oily and greased up, ready to dance. Wow.
Juliette, by nature, her training is pulled up, and so we kind of let her go and wind and grind and stuff like that.
And action!
This is a really, really sexy version of Juliette.
Just come out. Yep, just and leave it just like that.
When we started working together, you know, the first thing that we were learning was the urban style dancing and the booty shaking and, you know, popping. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. You know, like, I'm like all Latin and like ballrooms, all sophisticated. And so, you know, I was laughing and we were all cracking up.
We're gonna get into it once.
But they were so great at incorporating what I do to fit the style of dance.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Without me looking uncomfortable and out of my realm, but still not Latin and ballroom dancing, so it was good. I kind of felt like that was my number. Like, this was my chance to kind of, you know, shake my booty the way I know how to do it. The whole time that we've been dancing, I've been kind of trying to tone down my whipping of the hair, my hairography, as Craig and I call it.
Even if you do something like that, come up a little bit softer, so it's not.
Because I didn't want to look like a pro dancer. I wanted to look like a teenager just going out there and having fun. So I do like
yeah.
But I was like, can I just let it loose a little bit in Cowboys, because it's fun.
What better way to kick it off than have your family with you?
My three sisters and my mom were there, and so we got to see each other and dance together a little bit. It was so fun.
You get to be together, be with her, and dance.
Julianne's country. She was in her element. They were in there getting it all together, and it was really, really, really cool.
Hey, mister. Hey, mister.
Everybody knows me as like the super blonde, super tan, big eyelashes, red lips, you know, girl from Dancing with the Stars, or even country music where, you know, the bigger the hair, the better, closer to God, whatever. We had to really strip it down, and I actually look my age now, you know.
Look how gorgeous these freckles are. They really look natural.
I knew that she would be really good, but it wasn't really until she got in the room with Dennis Quaid where suddenly, like, a major league slugger showed up.
Your behavior has been atrocious, young lady, and it seems to have started when Ren McCormick came to town.
Trust me, Daddy. Ren's the least of your worries.
It was like, you know what? She's really bringing her A game.
I mean, this is my church, isn't it? I mean, this is where we're supposed to get out of all of our problems. It's been 3 damn years, so why don't we start talking?
Because there's some scenes in here where Julianne has to be stripped bare.
I have been so lost.
She's very authentic. She brings it, that's for sure.
Hey, Daddy, guess what? We're dancing. A lot of people are going to see in this version of the movie more depth.
Okay, cut. Back to us.
And the development of her character, you see that vulnerable side of her, and you don't just see her as, you know, somebody that you don't want your son hanging around with. So